On Friday, President Biden announced the nomination of Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson as the 116th Associate Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court, selecting Jackson to replace Justice Stephen Breyer, who plans to retire at the end of his term. Joining me now for A More Perfect Union is Jeffrey Rosen, President and CEO of the National Constitution Center. Jeff, tell us about the confirmation process that follows and what impact Judge Jackson could have, if confirmed, to the Supreme Court.
Well, Judge Jackson, as it happens, came to the National Constitution Center in 2019 to discuss the constitutional legacy of Alexander Hamilton. And I want to tell you about that great visit because it says so much about her. She was the first judge ever to cite Hamilton the musical in a judicial opinion. She said, "You don't get a win unless you play in the game." And she said she loved the diversity in the show's cast. During her visit to the Constitution Center, she said, "On a personal level, I was moved by parts of the play that talked about being a prolific writer because it echoes and resonates in a lot of what we see in the judiciary, where we actually write our own opinions." And she said that although Hamilton was really inspiring, Burr was a better lawyer and might be a good model for judges as well. But her favorite lesson from the musical, she said, is that you have someone who's an outsider, who's not an aristocrat, who made an enormous difference in terms of the future of our country and the founding of our country. It's so much an American story in the sense that this is a land of opportunity. Ali, it's been so interesting to read about the diversity of experiences that Judge Jackson would bring to the Supreme Court. In addition to being the first Black woman, she'll be the first federal public defender, the second current mother to serve on the court, along with Justice Barrett, only the second sitting justice to have served on a district court, along with Justice Sotomayor, the only current justice to have served on the U.S. Sentencing Commission. And she really has this incredible life experience. As we all heard, she had an uncle who served life in prison for a nonviolent drug crime, as well as other relatives who've served in the police. It was really inspiring to hear her with President Biden yesterday talking about her faith. She thanked God for the path that got her here and the incredible importance of hard work and dedication that has animated her at every single stage of her career. The confirmation process will be polarized, but in the end, the Democrats do have the votes to confirm her. So we expect that she will be confirmed to the Supreme Court, and it will be fascinating to listen to the confirmation hearings. And my last injunction is I would love listeners to listen to the confirmation hearings, learn about her judicial decisions. You can learn much more about a judge in a confirmation hearing than people often imagine. And by hearing her story and reading her opinions, we'll get a sense of her central values, which are going to shape America for decades to come.
We look forward to it, and I appreciate that in seeing the opportunity to quote from Hamilton, "You did not throw away your shot." Jeff, good to see you as always. Jeff Rosen is the president and the CEO of the National Constitution Center. Be sure to follow Jeff and the National Constitution Center on Twitter @RosenJeffrey and @ConstitutionCT.